na the program no ahyehyɛ so ɛwɔ hɔ ɛyɛ face to face ana yɛ de brɛ ɛnɛ ɛyɛ Friday nsɛm bebree ɛna hɔ bɛkɔ kwakata mu nsɛm akɔhwɛ nsɛm a ɛtwa guo ɛwɔ kwakata ahodoɔ no nyinaa emu but ansa na bɛkɔ kwakata mu nsɛm no ɛmɛ se ɛnɛ ɛyɛ ɔdɔfoɔ bi ɛyɛ birthday sonko koraa nti yɛnkɔhwɛ ɛyɛ deɛ ɛwɔ hɔ ɛnua baa yi yɛfrɛ no ɛyɛ Priscilla Asumadu Sechi Owo Asokware Mampong Municipal Education Office, Culture and Welfare Coordinator, and would happy birthday to you from Charles Owusu Fojo, aka Kofiwayo, to you, Priscilla Asumadu Sechi, Asokware Mampong Municipal Education Office, Culture and Welfare Coordinator. Happy birthday in your by and would with Charles Owusu Fojo. And I see him aka Kofi Wayo. Wayo, birthday wishes no, and now make sure ama kama ewo eho eno. Ugusutie Ghana wish the encore na ensema abeto dwa ewo ku aka time no yemfa emre ye hyase emfree daily guide and daily graphic abeto edim ye hyase emfree honom na money tell ewo ho say power production in danger. ECG owns IPPS 1.4 billion. Any idea at that Kwakata daily graphic and say bind the cat and Yasam get to about 1.4 billion Ghana cedis and a canqua a buying at DSC Tria said be a modern bet me a jam pong or my Ghana make us say ECG for and I'll say low shedding. I Yasam get to a Canadian Luno, a Bashasi Akosubi, Monom's doom says when you do so, it's no any idea, and also Abatuja English, Gambaga constituency, home of scenic tourist site, where I also Edakwaka daily graphic anymore. Tackling violent extremism requires collective responsibility. We are the one paying and air tuja and 4 picks against overhaul in constitution. And also I did a quarter tare nimsa and one sem arabe to ja daily graphic and nimu and edihon ensem ebrenkoshe kuwakata twice way a publisher so eba ahasei amidu back judges as in another case okay we are since we all story and kwanimu but I'm for current one family na minti ehun na yenkan ni ye yenkwani mi enhwe de twice so the Ghanaian Times and also eba edwaso or say party pass of country to face 14-day power interruption. You see, Doomsaw is back again, and a question amount for ABC. I say, ain't 14 days a day. Can you do no? Because so pa. Oh my God, them buy their corner saba, buy their corner saba. As Atoba gas plant shut down for maintenance, NRA begins distributing backlog of 541,529 Ghana cars Wednesday. MPs urges president to ratify Amendment Suicide Act. And this idea that Kuwaka targeted times in 3 ECG workers, 7 others busted for stealing money, laundering. Okay, about 1.2 million power theft. And a buying sa akomo also ewo honum to say munina omubu omane kwasia na sia but nyina mu no aban enza atimi akasango yi a eche se omuno medine nyonyo se nge sitie na efata ewo eho enon yakwa nim the chronicles eba eso eba jaso as the ambulance drive no and eda enim kama sa na ato forcing efunyi eso da ato I say you have a case to answer, open your defense court and ekasa same way eche owura ato forcing so also one same bia so ya no tibra na so fa wonu se nyina abetudwa na be kan asem e hona court intimi entie bi we nyina eyade etodwa ambulance trial ensem 163 political appointees physically work here in Jubilee House ebetodwa say Jubilee House do ha staff say won kwa 1000 and there be reporter mampanyin eliko pim won edi adanse say omam wadwuma ho na 163 omkwa political appointment wo ho no mo ho de omnya ye omadwuma o be bebrebe na omnya ka ho bi ama na so na ba nkasa kofo appointment de 163 committee to probe Kejetia fire outbreak and so idea I say I am the legitimate on my hand of Chefo Himan Utumfo Amua Sasraku. That is the same with Atuja Kuakata the Chronicle Akuchre as Ede and Wasem Abreye and a day. The Daily Dispatch, Kuakata the American Wasempa, Oshua, or see something, say something. Bibia and Kwanuntum, no idea what can be. Concerned Dibiache by Indian way and fan for so fine day, and fan brain in as a woman Bibia and Yana Wakano, na Bonnie to Bonnet, so I say. Flag bearer failing fee around 500,000 Ghana cedis. And people like to hold flag bearer and MP election in September or October. And so the idea at down and for you at home, Dr. Baomia Ken Japan, Mr. Alan Kudichira maintains also Anna, Mr. Jogati, Anna Dr. Kunadu Apreku, na Oman Faya Mamba Tobio as a main cranny. A former agriculture minister, a year Ura Dr. Akuto, Nifoni and Nahobi. Approval of ministers. Brian Champon, who NDC do not like, had the highest vote. I'll take you up and this I with Tuja Ewa Honum. Magdan Electrocam Limited settled 200,000 Ghana cedis debt in it inherited an ECG debt of 2 million. Okay, to which it is our Tuja the Daily Dispatch and you might home same as Brewer. Kwakata a chatwo the insight near and sorry so Nayanko. Okay, 2022 Jubilee House had 361 political appointees. We added the finder and also at the home same about Tuja say Udua Nipa 361 and the political appointees. Honoma finder Kwakata so the home same about Tuja and the year no. Run songs with my friend 00491516659466. What person joining the Zoom line? Also, no, or send no message in the bar. Remember with the link in the message. No, now it's waiting me. I will be home and ra. You made in air cost so and no. Mr. Otis Simon Falling can send me the best and prepare. Don't wait me. Count not be beer at me. Alcoye. I say, Minister denies politicizing road allocation. Any idea? And MPP flag bearer race Baumia must win campaign launched. And idea is about to Baumia launching the campaign recently. Yeah, it didn't say that year 2022 Jubilee House had 361 political appointees. 163 worked physically at the presidency. 189 worked with other state agencies. Say and Abetoja or the finders when you the home seminar about to him. Asugusa was Utie Ghana way should the way and the Kuakata toward the insight and I had the airbrake that just a year sorry so now for the LGBT homes and some Abetoja and some abad the accord near Bosch now also Ode once Abetoja the insight anymore and rock cabinet Japan in Funny at the house. He says the West doesn't mean well for Africa. NDC South African Islam rogue MPs and the idea at the Honum US and NATO allies were responsible for nearly 65% of global arms export in 2018 to 2022. While Burkina Faso, Guinea and Mali proposed the strategic axis aimed French military out. Okay, it's way at the dark wakata the inside so anymore. You don't want some about Tuja. Aha, near Kwakata don't send me ever be seen him quenim na ye na your home right papa and some of our personal and neighbor Sinkunya Yakushe Nina Ewo ha. A dear just saw a Richard could you train with Simaya by a papa Naya Dani Asher and some of her voice will be about Bob what was no TV. LGBT homes and some. The ball a year Urak Mills or the December 2 JBTs and Seminole. The ball Ronaldo also the December 2 JBTs and Seminole. The ball African Penny also the December 2 JBTs and Seminole. As I took the beam fresh one. Recently, a year men can I say counselor or US Embassy as Edinburgh 2 say, oh, I'm there, they don't want our kids on the street to be say lesbianism and gayism. Those who are already into it, and they want to protect. Say about this is now so adwen tire e de atoso na bibia atimi aye kama 00491516659466 00491516659466 LGBTQ plus Q and who says and ne ye become into details now so who said and say na is make us say ye the bill to parliament anti LGBTQ bill our parliament ye hwe say beja tum na ye tum as o panyin e de nsa e sha ase said yes the parliament kan no also efo so support pepe ni ye hwe the sansem nyina e be kwa wie e wo ho enemo aha e ye Ghana we ye twen ho ba ye de nsem nyina e beto so e de amado.
Log on to www.GhanaWaves.com and feel the Ghanaian radio.
Guess what? Ghana Waves Radio can now be live wherever you are. All you have to do is download the Ghana Waves app from App Store, Play Store, and Windows Markets for absolutely free. Share and tell a friend and tune in now.
Charlie, I was semi pay baby SNSK, a call Ghana Fisher Abuan fan. I don't want to shoot change. Shoot changes come money about my send this free Holland, I call Ghana Abribia. Bokuni Paniphone so direct. Yes, so Oboko Bank, Yana Yiskano. The mobile money you use no one has got because of say MTN Mumu, Vodafone Cash, and now say Airtel Tigo money, obey me a Yiskano, a Omra, Ombre Hokra. No more exchange rates in it at a phone call. Oh, only minimum 9 fan of more. Shoot change over 21 branches across Holland. I don't want to Kasa Amsterdam. My first change is here. No more chamber be our more.
Hello, good evening. Pacho Teresa Neka say.
Good evening, Pacho. Suru change here from offices in a war.
Suri change your walk 2 hour Belma, your back or Hansenhof, opposite market in Belma Drive 1067. Okopo to Swa, your son will be so Belma Pline 205, opposite Lidl. After your son so it will be what host. Easter fan Swindlestraat, number 28. And son your son so it will be what west. Jan Efenstraat, number 102. And son your son so will be what Central. Damrak, number 45. And your son will be what Rotterdam, Den Haag.
Yo, it has to be brave. In the case, Jomuna Baye, Yanawa from 06860000653. And I say 010-411-1707. Suru changer na a easy, a fast, and a reliable.
Ghana Waves Edicanfo. Ghana Waves Kwafa by Ghana Waves first Ghanaian internet radio. Say what June na TF4 hunti. Wasesan hubium akwakofa foforo asaba. What the number 1 internet application aba ediama na TF4. What the ane say we use Android and I say iPhone. Kasi abo efa amanyosam ho de fa agokansie ho and somewhere kwaso o my Ghana mu. Eni wiase ama huduo nyina so. Ubetie radio stations akuku dam we wiase ama huduo no de kwaso o my Ghana best radio stations. Ni nyina ubetie ebla ukura Android and I say iPhone. Eye simple no anso obekọ Android market and I say Apple Store. Download it. Eye free. Wuntu ahwe. Wumpe we na dia na wope sa wote train mu bus ma na sa wofie baby bia wo bia no obetie de kwaso wiase ma ahodo nyina so just rush and download free.
Okay, yes, I'm a quabba biome at the bar Ghana Waves Casa Fidie. So, some ready about a no munaponsima at Junima 222 and about a mine Ghana will be also in check as young command. So, USA or France or Germany, Holland, Canada, Australia, Japan. And check as young command a Mr. For America who are Düsseldorf in check as young command. Baya, Usubu to Germany, Tinania, also in check as here and come up a will be also or share. Send me kind and here share LGBTQ. Plus, a home says, Sema, I will to Jan, say Ghana, Yate, a bill, Akoto Parliament, a anti LGBTQ bill, that Parliament, I said, the Messibiano, you better to me, to me, my opinion is a Shasi, I'm not a yamra, a war or mine Ghana, we said the Bia, Ubinas are quite so who quire, you didn't know Ebbe Faso, amendment will be on my year or previous one, I'm really can't buy anymore, and I be she can't say. e wa beto dwa na emu nsɛm ankasa no so no yɛhunu ɛdeɛ ebisi fa ayɛ no denim sɛ ɔmo yɛ team yɛ kristofoɔ yɛ muslimfoɔ yɛ traditionalist onyina ɛwɔ ɔman no mu a obia wɔ ne gidie but oba bi mu a sane ma no yɛn foafoa so yɛn soso ɛyɛ saa LGBTQ ho anwanwan no yɛn soso but esi bi the human right nipa bia ɔwɔ ne fa ahodie ɔwɔ ne ɔpɛ sɛ obetimi ayɛ den ayɛ de ɔpɛ bi obetimi ayɛ ne ho ɛno so ɛyɛ ade a ɛwɔ ho na wɔyɛ na sɛ etia ɛman bi mmra so a ɛwɔ sɛ mmra no sɔre no ɛdɛn ɛne wo edi sɛnyɛ ɛdɛn esitie ɛwɔ hɔ no ɛno nti ana yakukyiri saa mmra yi a yɛde kɔ parliament sɛ de bɛyɛ a ɛbɛtimi aboa ama saa bɛɛma ne bɛɛma na ɔbaa ne ɔbaa na transgender ne ho sensem nyinaa no yɛbɛtimi asi ano na ɛtimi abrɛ nase ɛwɔ ɔman Ghana mu dodo na aka sɛ ohwɛ wɔn a ɔwɔ HIV na dodo na ebi ɛfa saa kwan no so ɔnyɛ gay a na ɔyɛ lesbian saa nneɛma ɛtimi ha adwen paa ɛwɔ hɔ ɛsɛ ɛti wɔn mu yie nti is about time a wɔsɛ ɛtimi hwɛ na ɛtimi etu ase na wei ɛna mɛka sɛ ɛmma no mampanyin ɛyɛ John Evans Atamils ɛyɛ president ɛwɔ Ghana ha sei saa asɛm ɛsɔre dendenden ɛmɛ fɛn bisa no sɛ ɛdeɛn ana ɔwɔ ka ɛfa saa gay ɛne lesbian nsɛm a ɛtwa gui na owura ɛyɛ John Evans Atamils wɔnyɛ no baabi kɔ ɛna de sɛm ɛto dwa sei ana ɔka kyerɛ ɛyɛ yɛn nyinaa ɛwɔ mmerɛ a wɔda de sɛm ɛto dwa ɛfa gay ɛne lesbian ho ɛnsɛnsɛm a na ɛtwa gu ɛwɔ ɔman no mu saa mmerɛ na ɔyɛ ɔmanpanyin sei na ɔde to dwa ɛwɔ ɛhɔ ɛnom.
No one can deny Prime Minister Cameron his right to make policies, take initiatives, or make statements that reflect his societal norms and ideals. But he does not have the right to direct other sovereign nations as to what they should do, especially where their societal norms and ideals are different from those which exist in Prime Minister Karam's society. I, as president of this nation, will never initiate or support any attempts to legalize homosexuality in Ghana. As a government, we will abide by the principles enshrined in our constitution, which constitution is supreme. Let me also say that whilst we acknowledge all the financial assistance and all the aid which has been given to us by our development partners, we will not accept any aid with strings attached if that aid will not inure to our interest, or the implementation or the utilization of that aid with strings attached would rather worsen our plight as a nation or destroy the very society that we want to use the money to improve.
The president also talked about competing interests or issues requiring his attention.
Well, I was scheduled to go to the Chogum meeting. I'm sure some of you would have been even members of my entourage. But at the last minute, I had to cancel it because of pressing issues at home. You have a situation where the doctors were on strike. Number two, we are still in the process of preparing the budget. And there were some very important decisions which needed to be taken. When I weighed these initiatives with going to, against going to...
President John Evans Atamils at that time under your manpanyi edema oman Ghana is anybody to ja efa LGBTQ homosexual engagement hon sem no as what the two just ono pa send memu pa de and then over his dead body hwe some tena pa sem mama yes we be se oba mfa oba na be mfa be ma pa de enya de obepene on pene so ne on pene so china nsem bi se no manpanyi da John Evans Atamils at the two ja ewo ehonom. As I say, me also Rapanyi or Mampany call Al Jazeera. Mampany check with Sammy Yao, a year Nanado, Echo Al Jazeera. akɔtwetwe nkɔmmɔ ɛwɔ hɔnom ama no sɛ yɛde wedere no sɛ masa ɛsɛ deɛ woa wɛhye kɔn deɛ woboa o wopɛ wo mpo saa de wei ɛho nsɛm ba bɛba na ɛho bɔ bɛ na Ghana fɔm ayɛ na deɛn ane ma no ma ntudeɛ na wo so ka ɛde afa saa homosexualism ɛne gayism ho deɛ na woka fa ho ɛna sei ana ɔmampanyin ɛyɛ Akufo-Addo saa mmerɛ no nso ɛde to dwa mmerɛ a kɔpie mu ɛwɔ ɛhɔ ɛnom,
which is having that impact on public opinion that will say, change it. Let's then have a new paradigm in Ghana.
Is that something you would get behind?
I think that it is something that is bound to happen. And when that happens...
What's going to provoke it? What's going to make it happen?
Oh, it's the activity, like elsewhere in the world. Like elsewhere in the world, the activities of individuals, of groups. I grew up in England. I went to school as a young boy in England, and I grew up at the time in England when homosexuality was banned there. It was illegal, and I lived the period when British politicians thought it was anathema even to think about changing the law, and then suddenly the activities of individuals, of groups, a certain awareness, a certain development grew and grew and grew stronger, and it forced a change in law. I believe that those are the same processes that will bring about changes in our situation. At the moment, I don't see that in Ghana there is that strong current of opinion that is saying this is something that we need to even deal with. It's not. It's not so far a matter which is on the agenda.
Okay. We need some of my penny a year Akufo-Addo so to ja mmerɛ a ɔno so ɛkasafa LGBTQ plus ɛho nsɛnsɛm a na abɛtugya saa mmerɛ no ɔse we deɛ ɛnya deɛ a asɔman no ɛka yɛ plans ho kra na time no ɛnya nduru kra sɛ ɛden a the pressure will come na nso ne nyina time no yɛ nduru hɔ kra ɛwɔ sɛ ɛtumi adwene saa nnipa bi ho kra sɛ we ne nsɛm a ɔmampanyin na nado ɛso de to dwa ɛfa LGBTQ ho nsɛnsɛm saa time no na ɛbobɔ ɛba na 3 months ago ansa na bɛkɔ no ɛnyɛ ɔno nkɔ no mampanyin a wakasa fa saa LGBTQ ho ɛnyɛ president a ɔno so ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Kenya president ɛso ɛde to dwa ɔsɛ daabi saa gay sɛm no deɛ ɛnya deɛ a ɔmo so ɛni so ɛdi akyiri no ɔmo nso so day anasɛ single yi kura ɔne ɛyɛ Christian Amampo of CNN ana ɛtwe nkɔmɔ do saa sɛm no ɛto dwa na sei ana panyin no so ɛde to dwa mmerɛ a ɔno so ɛkɔ kimo dwumadi no ase na ɔde no sɛm ɛto dwa ɛwɔ ɛhɔ no sei ana ɔno so ɛkaeɛ.
One of the major issues, and it's a holdover from sort of colonial Victorian, is the issue of sexual preference in many African countries. In Kenya, to be gay, the LGBT community is illegal. They just want to have equal rights, the same privacy and equality as all other Kenyans do. Is that something that you aspire to for your country?
I want to be very clear, Christiana. I will not engage in a subject that is of it is not of any major importance to the people and the Republic of Kenya. This is not an issue, as you would want to put it, of human rights or this. This is an issue of society, of our own base as a culture, as a people, regardless of which community you come from. This is not acceptable. This is not agreeable. This is not about Uhuru Kenyatta saying yes or no. This is an issue that the people of Kenya themselves, who have bestowed upon themselves a constitution, right, after several years, have clearly stated that this is not a subject that they are willing to engage in, yeah, at this time and moment. In years to come, possibly long after I'm president, who knows? Maybe our society will have reached a stage where those are issues that people are willing, freely and open to discuss. I have to be honest with you. And that is the position that we have always maintained. Those are the laws that we have, and those are laws that are 100% supported by 99% of the Kenyan people, irregardless of where they come from.
So,
It's a very
you're going to get yourself into trouble. Because what you've categorically just stated is that this is not an issue for us, for the Kenyan people,
Yes.
and you don't think that the idea of their privacy, their equality, their rights is important.
This is,
but it's a global issue right now.
It's important to them where they are.
Why is it not
I am
important
saying
to you
that it
as
is
president
not
of the country?
important to me as the leader of 49 million Kenyans. And after, if you want to ask me my personal opinion,
what is your personal opinion?
after I finish my process, I can talk about my personal opinion. But as the leader of the people of the Republic of Kenya, I represent that which our people are desirous to be. And I have no choice, but that is my position.
Would you publicly say that people who are LGBT, gay members of the Kenyan population should not be discriminated against, should not be violated, should not be abused?
No Kenyan should be abused, should be, mistreated in any particular. Every Kenyan is protected by law, every single Kenyan. But they also must recognize that their freedoms must be taken into the entire context of the society that they live in. Because this is not a question of governments accepting or not accepting. This is a question of society, right?
Currently, it's a legal process.
Yes. And that legal process is based on the society that you live in, and that's why laws are made. So I think that's all I have to say about that particular subject.
Yeah, that's all that I have to say. I'm also can't go see the Okano says Sadia we party there be every money for the way. And yet, the person up to China pass LGBTQ plus and no home can be transgender and one day. Yes, so young finance or my moon. So and some Kenyan president at that time as we added to Ja Ewo Ho. Now when I make us we Anna a US ambassador. Claims on your say that be on trans we want your gay children to be safe. Also say Ghana hiding a gay from kwada wa ha. It is a bit about home by intina any more casano. Yes, be as saying is hey and case be only give memory again mum or more moment than na ye pese finance your bomb home by na just omo share game come na say only lesbian o man tijai. And say what we think important eye brolifita mami ori tuja ewo eho na ye hu se de eno susiti emra okasa afa sa gay and lesbianism eho insensem no eho.
I think one of the things that I so admired about Ghana before I came, and have come to admire even more, is a sort of culture of tolerance. You have religious tolerance. The chief imam preaches about religious tolerance. You have a lot of intermarriage. You have a lot of ethnic tolerance. And that, again, has contributed to Ghana's long-term peace and stability. It's a Ghanaian value, I think. And the United States isn't asking for special rights for LGBTQ persons. We're asking that they receive the same rights that all other Ghanaians do. I also want to be really clear that I'm trying to promote homosexuality or anything like that. We don't want your straight children to be gay. We want your gay